Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the first group of the Listen Cross-Cultural Understanding, and today we are going to present about verbal pattern. I'm Deristia and my friends Upi and Kia as the presenter today. We are divided into 6 parts. There are definition, rules and style of speaking, directness in American English, invitation, speaking and refraining from speaking, and different ways of expressing common needs. In this rule, there are many language and cultural from other countries. So, when we talk with people from another countries, the conversation should make sense. And pay attention, verbal communication. So, what is verbal pattern or verbal communication? Verbal communication or verbal pattern is the use of sounds or words, especially to express yourself in contrast about minimalism or nonverbal communication. It has its own rules. In the common rules, there are 5 rules and style of speaking. Communication is culturally patterned. The first is, don't be so obvious. The second, when you speak, say something worth to everybody's attention. Third, don't be forward conflicting and questionable issues. And the fourth is, be committed with your saying. And the last, what you say forms a basis for the subsequent interaction.
Next is directness in American English. Directness in American English can shy people away and leave people that live outside of the United States close, meddle about our action and our way of life. The directness, the openness, and the honest of American began in the early days and have evolved into the action and thought we have today. For instance, several expressions in directness. The first, get to the point, and the second, don't beat around the bush, and the last, direct to say no. In Japan say, I disagree with you, or you are wrong are so rude. Conversation in American like they are having a ping pong game. Meanwhile in Japan like they are having a bowling game. In UC culture, the ideal form of communication include being direct, and indirect. American females have traditionally been less, more polite and soft than male. Many Americans believe that honest is the best polite. The next is invitation. Invitation is a request, a salutation, or an attempt to get another person to join you at a specific event. Second invitation, Katie with Berlin. Before you leave for your vacation, can we get together and have lunch? Sure, I didn't love food. How about Friday? Say about 12:30 at my place. That sounds good. See you then. Two invitation. For example, conversation Katie with Darling. Invitation the first. It was nice talking to you. I have to turn to class. Okay, maybe we can meet sometime soon. Yeah, love food. Why don't you drop by my house sometime? Great, gotta go. See you soon.
In this change, I would like to tell you about speaking and refraining from speaking. In speaking and refraining, there are 3 points about this. The first is silence, The second is dominate. The third is interrupting. The first is silence. During the speaking group, it is not good when you just be silent or you just talk active in one conversation. You have to know where you have to silence and when you have to give the response. The second is dominate. You don't have to always dominate the conversation, the speaking when you in a group speaking group. It is not good also when you always talking during the conversation or during the introduction. You have to give them chance to speak, even only once or twice. Don't always dominate it. Okay? So the third is interrupting. Don't ever interrupt some arguments or when someone giving the suggestion. When they are talking, during someone talking, you don't have to interrupt. It is impolite, really impolite when someone talking and you directly interrupt it. If you want to give the suggestion, you can say, sorry, can I give the agreement? Can I give the suggestion? You can also say, sorry, I think blah 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 blah. Nah, like that. In the next slide is different ways of expressing common needs. Make sure that you know the time, where or the place or with whom you should speak formal or informal. In daily life, we also initiate using the formal or informal conversation. For example, giving praise, express disagreement, seeking info, or extend invitation. In different places, also have different language, and each language reflect and create cultural attitudes. Example of phrases and expression of common needs. If you in the bus station and you want remind someone to have a side, don't block the way. Now you can say like this: don't beat around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. It means you remind someone to don't block the bus way. Or if you want to give the response for someone speaking, you can say, oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. I like it. I want to show you how to ending the conversation with someone. When informal conversation, you can directly say, oh yeah, bye, take care. Nah, if you want to show the informal ending conversation, you can say, oh, that would be nice. Hope to see you again during the shake hand. Like that.
Okay guys, have you done saw our presentation? Hope you enjoy and like it, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.